Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to finally reveal to you the website name that I've decided for my Amazon Adsense challenge. So in the previous two videos, what I showed you was how to use Market Samurai to do keyword research and then get a bunch of keywords and then take that over to SEO Moz to do competitor analysis. Now, as you can remember, one by one I went through each keyword and I got rid of the ones that were too competitive, and it left me with a list of keywords that we could potentially use for the website. So here is the list of the keywords, and I can use any of these, so I could start a website about any of these. But first, what I wanted to do is we need to check to see if we can get the exact match domain name. Now, yes, I could go manually do this on some kind of domain searcher, but Market Samurai in the free version actually has a bulk version of doing this. So what you do is you paste all of the domain names in there, and you just need to set it up a little bit before you press the go button. So first of all, domain variations, you just want to make sure that these boxes are blank. By default they come filled with some stuff. Domain TLDs. Now this is where you can choose what type of websites that you want to go for. So in my case, I might just want to go for .co.uk websites, but because I want to kind of keep a broad approach, I'm actually just I've got .com, .net, .co.uk and .info. So I'm going to use those settings, and the final setting is just I'm going to have it not including hyphens, but if you wanted hyphens you could do that, so that's fine. So then what you do is you click Find Domains. So this is what I've done, and it will give you your keywords and which domain names are available for those. Now what you need to do is you need to basically, on the right hand side here, you'll go up to domain name and you just click check. Now 99% of these will be already available, but you just need to double check before you get too excited, basically. But so this was the list now. Now in the previous methods, we've constantly used software programs and web applications to actually help us do this. But now it's over to us. Now we have our group of websites. Now it's actually over to us, and this is a massively important aspect when you start an online business, blog or website. You've probably seen, or maybe in some of the other videos, but anyone successful will tell you that when you go into this, the most important thing, as I said previously, is that you need low competition. When you're starting your own online business, you need low competition, because otherwise it's just too difficult to make money. The second most important thing you need is a passion for what the subject you're going into. If not a passion, an interest, or ideally some kind of insider information or extensive information that you can share with people, because Google likes that. Google will actually, if you share good content, people will like that, and if people like it, then it will go up the search engines. And not only that, if you like the subject that you're talking about, it makes building the website a lot more easier, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. But let me just explain two examples. So what I mean by this, so any of these websites we could potentially use to build a website. But let me just take teachertrainingcourses.info. It would be stupid for me to actually start a website on that, because I have no interest in teacher training. I don't know any teachers at all, and I'm not looking to go into that market. Another one is jQuery tutorials. The only thing I know about jQuery is that it's some kind of technical term. Other than that, I know nothing. So I would have to actually learn jQuery in order to build a kind of useful website about it. So it kind of defeats the point. So this is why I've decided to go for the website that I'm choosing, which is going to be revittutorials.info. So just double check that that's available, and it is. Now, as you can see, revittutorials.co.uk was available, and I did say at the beginning of the Amazon Adsense challenge that I wanted to just focus on the UK. But I'm just going to explain to you why I've decided to go for the revit.info. Now, actually, before I just quickly show you, Revit is a piece of software that I sell on a daily basis. It's mainly used by architects, but also building engineers and structural engineers, because there's three flavors. So I've sat on Revit training courses myself. you know, I speak to architects on a daily basis, and I really understand my customer and the industry. So, you know, making this website should be quite easy for me to do. So, you know, this was a huge pro as to why I should go for this and you know, learn something else. So I'm going for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go onto Google AdWords now. So as you can see here, the setting is UK, and you can see locally it's only 390 hits per month, but globally it's 3,600 times per month, and this is the kind of numbers that I wanted to go for. Around 3,000 to 4,000 hits per month I wanted to try and aim for. So that's why I decided to go for the info. Now let me just take you over to the SEO Moz page, which is about Revit tutorials. So here you can see 40% competitive, which isn't too bad, but you can see here the first two websites, look at that, the domain authority is 100%. How can I outrank them? But the page authority is just 1. So what are these websites? Well, they're actually YouTube videos. So I know through my previous experience that you can outrank YouTube videos, because as you can see here, the actual page itself has no linking domains. So all you just need to do is build a really good website, and you can actually outrank a YouTube video. So the first real website that is actually ranked is this revittutorialsonline.com. So as you can see, it's only got 6 domain, you know, it's not really strong at all. And the next one down from that, you know, it's a bit stronger in terms of the domain strength, but the page strength has 1 backlink. So these two are there for the taking. So as far as I'm concerned, I'll be able to rank for this. But let me just go over to Revit Tutorials Online and show you what the website's about. So it's basically, it's going to teach people how to, you know, give some free tutorials. Now, the first thing I noticed was that the tutorials were based on 2011. So this website hasn't been updated for a couple of years, which is a big indication to me that we can take this website out. The second thing is that this is an Adsense ad here, okay? And one of the adverts what came up, which was quite noticeable, was Revit MEP training videos. So of course, if you type in Revit tutorials or Revit MEP tutorials, and a useful website comes up, but the Adsense are actually video tutorials, there's a high chance that someone's going to click that. So potentially the Adsense is going to be a good revenue earner. But what about the Amazon? So what I decided to do was I actually typed into Amazon Revit manual, and here you can see Autodesk Revit Architecture 2013 Essentials Manual, Mastering Autodesk Revit MEP by 2013. So they do these manuals that, again, you know, anyone looking for tutorials, they'll want to buy the manual. And also, just whilst I was looking through the manuals, I also noticed that they do DVD courses. So I could actually put these DVD courses on the next to the videos, and whilst the people were actually watching the how-to videos and some of my free information, they can go and buy a training DVD, which is very likely. So it all seems to make sense to me. I've got the passion, I've got the passion, I've got the, you know, uncompetitive market, I've got the products that potentially I could sell. I can sell, make money from the AdSense, so it all looks good to go. So this is the website. It's going to be revittutorials.info. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to build a website in 5 steps. It's going to literally probably take about 15 minutes. It's going to be one video, and it's going to show you how to buy a domain name, how to do the hosting, how to install WordPress, how to install a theme, and how to enter our first blog post. So by the end of the video, we're going to have the website up and running, and then we can go on from there. So I'll see you then, but take care and all